Welcome friends, in this one we're going to solve this equation. A lot of steps, but we can do it. Take a look. Alright, so we have w over w plus 4 equals w plus 18 over w squared minus 16 minus 2 over w minus 4. A lot going on. So notice that w squared minus 16 is a difference of squares. That's important to recognize because that then helps us to solve the equation as follows. So I'm going to write this as w over w plus 4 is equal to w plus 18 and then divided by w minus 4 and then w plus 4 right here. So this is a 4 and then minus 2 over w minus 4. Okay, so what I've done is I factored w squared minus 16 into this product of these two binomials. With that in mind, notice that this is w plus 4, w minus 4, w plus 4, w minus 4 in the denominators. So what you want to do is just multiply by the LCM to clear the fractions, because fractions make things complicated. So what's the LCM in this particular question? Well, the LCM would be just the product of these. You see, this is different from this, and both are contained here. So it would be just w minus 4 multiplying w plus 4. That's the LCM. So now you're going to multiply by the LCM and clear all the fractions. This is the longest step when you write it down. It's a lot going on, so step by step. Take w minus 4 and then w plus 4, and you multiply first by w over that w plus 4. And immediately, hopefully, you can tell that something will happen here that would be useful, which is that this will cancel with this. Okay, so we're beginning with that step. All right, go on to the next one now. So that's equals. And now on this side, you're going to do this. You're going to do w minus 4 and then w plus 4. And you're going to multiply by w plus 18 divided by, let's see, w minus 4 and then w plus 4. And now this one is different because in this case, take a look. This will cancel with this and then this will cancel with this. That's good. So only w plus 18 will be left there. Now look at the last step. It's going to be minus again, so let's be careful. You can put the 2 over the w minus 4 over here and then multiply that by the LCM. So that would be the w minus 4 and then the w plus 4. Cancel what you can. So here that would be w minus 4 and w minus 4. All right, write down everything that remains from this step. So here the only thing left over is w and then the w minus 4. So you can write w minus 4 times w from that step equals, what's left over here is w plus 18, so w plus 18. And what's left over here is minus 2 times w plus 4, so w plus 4. That's our equation. It's been greatly reduced, as you can see. Now just take this w here and you're going to distribute it to the negative 4 and this w. So w times w is w squared. And then negative 4w is equal to w plus 18. Now take this negative 2 and distribute it to this w and this 4. That's going to give you minus 2w and then minus 8. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. From here, gather all of these terms on one side of the equation. In other words, we want something of the form x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. That's a quadratic equation with all the terms on one side only. So let's do that. How do you do it? Well, what you can do is this. You can write w squared and then subtract w from here and also from here. So it becomes minus w here, okay? So that means these are gone. Okay, next you have this negative 2w. So you're going to add 2w on this side. So these will cancel. Do the same thing on this side, so you're going to have a plus 2w, and now you also have this existing negative 4w, so minus 4w here like this. Okay, so the w's are handled. Now, take a look. It's plus 18, so you're going to do minus 18. So in other words, these will cancel, so you're going to have minus 18. If you like, you can do the positive 18 minus the 8 on the right, and then move the result to the left. It makes no difference. Okay, in the end, ultimately. All right, so that's that. Then you're going to do plus 8. Then these will cancel, right? So these will cancel off. And that's going to give you a plus 8 on this side. And because all of the terms on the right have been canceled, what remains on the right side is not nothing. You got to put equals 0, okay? Okay, I'm going to take this equation and now let's clean it up. So this is w squared, nothing like it in this whole expression. So you just copy it. W squared. This is negative w plus 2w minus 4w. So you got to work out this part of it by combining like terms. Negative w plus w is 1w, like this. So negative w plus 2w, that's going to give you positive 1w. Positive 1w minus 4w will give you a negative 3w, like this. So this step is handled. Negative 18 plus 8 will give you a negative 10. And this is equal to 0 right here, okay? So what began as a pretty gnarly, menacing looking rational equation has now been reduced into w squared minus 3w minus 10, a quadratic equation that can actually be done by factoring pretty quickly. So let's do that. I'm going to pick up on the side here. So we have, in other words, remember, w squared minus 3w, and then let's see, minus 10, and this is here equal to 0. You got to factor the left side. So we need two numbers that do this. A number times a number is the negative 10, and then the same number plus the other same number that has to be equal to the negative 3. That's my factorization pattern I'm going to apply here. So think about it a little bit, but you'll see pretty quickly that it's going to be, let's see, this number has to be negative. So if you have 5 and 3, or 2 rather, then 5 times 2 is close to negative 10. Right, same thing with this, 5 and 2, but then you just have to make sure when you add them you get negative 3. So for that reason, right, this would be like the negative 1. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. So that means negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. So these are the correct values you plug into the factored form of the expression on the left side. So you end up with w minus 5. Okay, and then this here would be, let's see, w plus 2. And this whole thing is equal to 0 right here. And now we can finish this up. So just set each factor equal to 0 independently. So you're going to have w minus 5 is equal to 0 as a possibility, or w plus 2 is equal to 0 as a possibility. And then you solve each equation. So you're going to do plus 5, plus 5. Of course, this one cancels with this one, and all that remains then is that the w is equal to positive 5. Same thing over here, minus 2, minus 2. So of course this one cancels with this one, opposite in sign. Therefore you just end up with the w is equal to negative 2. And both of these, w equals 5 and w equals negative 2, they both work. You have to be careful whenever you have a rational equation like this one with fractions and variables in the denominator. It can happen that when you solve the equation you get values that don't work in the original. We don't have that problem here. Let me just illustrate with one of these values, okay? So imagine you have w equals 5 right here, okay? We're going to illustrate, we're going to check, does this actually work in the original equation or not? So you plug it in. So you're going to have 5 over, let's see, 5 plus 4. And then you're going to have, basically checking, does this equal to 5 plus 18, right? Divided by 5 squared minus 16. And then minus 2 over 5 minus 4. I think I will leave the exercise of checking the left and right sides whether they're equal or not up to you for fun. All that really matters from our perspective is that notice 5 plus 4, right? That's 9. It's not equal to 0. So this is okay. You cannot have a 0 in the bottom. 9 does not equal to 0 in this denominator. This is 25, okay? Minus 16. So take 16, you're going to have a 9 also in this denominator, right? So 9 again is not equal to 0. This is 5 minus 4, which is 1. 1 again does not equal to 0. In other words, this answer of w plus 5, it works out. It gives you, you have to do the rest of the check, but the big idea is it gives you denominators, each of which is never equal to 0, which is what you need for rational equations. Again, let me stress this. On your own, you should work the rest of this, and you should also check that w equals negative 2 and the fact or not whether this is a valid solution. But I'm done, so thank you. Please leave a like, please subscribe. I hope all of this craziness is helpful. I will see you in another video. Leave some comments behind.